Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap is finally in for Monday, June 16, 2025. In today's episode, Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada spies on Steffy Forrester, Finnegan Jacqueline McInnes Wood and Hayes Forrester, Finnegan Brian David Garlic closing parenthesis plus, Nick Marone Jack Wagner sings a song to Brooke Logan Catherine, Kelly Lang, over with Taylor Hayes Rebecca Budig, she questions Eric Forrester John McCook, at Forrester Creations. Ridge Forrester Torsten K hangs up the phone and growls, which gets Brooke's attention. There seems to be an issue with a silk order. The designer asks if she has tried on any of the outfits yet. The blonde hasn't, but is sure they'll be perfect. Everything Ridge creates is perfect. Can we insert a vomit emoji here? Brooke loves watching him work. The only problem is she only gets to see Ridge at work, she says while batting her eyelashes. The blonde asks him to come home with her. Brooke needs someone to bring her coffee in the morning. Ridge suggests a butler. She wants him to come home, but he refuses. He's with Taylor now and she makes him happy. Ridge pats Brooke on the shoulder and walks out. Brooke is alone, trying on lingerie. A man slowly walks into the room and manages to duck before Brooke sees him in the mirror. Someone hides behind the mirror and hands her a robe. The blonde thinks it's Ridge. Suddenly, Nick appears. Nick says some things never change with a chuckle. I'd be kinda mad if my ex showed up while I was trying on lingerie. But moving on, Nick was passing through Los Angeles and wanted to say hello. Brooke is dressed now. They catch up really quick and business is good for Nick. He's having a special boat built and they discuss Naples. Nick asks if she's happy because he heard Tridge reunited. Brooke says it's complicated. Nick guesses it was about the takeover. He has connections and keeps tabs on the people he cares about. Brooke says she is fine, but Nick doesn't believe her. Nick is furious. Why does she keep going back to Ridge over and over and over again? Stop steering the ship into the eye of the storm. Brooke. Ridge is not going to change. You deserve so much better. Nick starts to woo Brooke and then breaks out into song. He thinks they were pretty good together as flashbacks play across the screen. Then, they share a long passionate kiss. At Eric's house, he talks to Taylor about how his home is her home. Taylor appreciates it but doesn't want any tension. The patriarch is confused. Taylor brings up the stopper. Was he sending a message? Does Eric believe Bridge is destiny? Eric is fond of Taylor. That doesn't answer the question. Taylor isn't insecure but curious. Does Eric believe that Ridge belongs with Brooke? Having a soft spot for Brooke is admitted, but Eric cares for Taylor very much, too. Ridge interrupts and Eric decides to leave to see Donna. Taylor admits to Ridge that she put his father on the spot about Brooke. The designer insists that she makes him happy. It was Eric's idea. The brunette brings up, Taylor mentions, the way that Bridge were staring at each other. Do you think about her? Ridge skirts around the issue, but Taylor wants a direct answer. At the Cliff House, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton sits in the living room across from John Finnegan, Tanner, Novalin and Steffy. Liam is feeling okay so far today. The dying man set up an art program at the beach house. They talk about the school being damaged from the wildfires. Hayes enters, ready for the beach with Liam. Uh-oh, I don't get a good feeling from this. Hayes brought Liam a present. It's a robot. Finn brings up how much Hayes adores Liam. Finn, Steffy, Liam, and Hayes arrive at the beach house. They gush about what a great job Liam did turning it into a temporary art school. Hayes greets a woman, who must be the art teacher, then runs off to find his friend. Liam quickly shakes the teacher's hand. They are chatting and talking about the kids. If Liam weren't dying, I'd set Liam up on a date with the teacher. Outside, tall grass can be seen against a building wall. Then, a shadow appears. Someone, with a long lens peers into the window from afar, getting a closer look at Steffy, Liam, and Finn. A few minutes later, the camera lens zooms in on Steffy with Hayes. The long lens comes down to reveal Luna's face. Back inside the beach house, Hayes shows Finn his art piece. It's a picture of Hayes and Liam. It's time for the teacher to take the kids out to the beach. The adults stay behind, and they gush about Hayes. Liam brings up Kelly Spencer, Sophia Paris, and Beth Spencer, Jordan Linariza. It's bittersweet. For him, they talk about Luna. Finn thinks the message is starting to sink in. Liam wants a guarantee. The dying man starts rambling about Steffy and the kids' safety. Liam says Finn can't stop Luna because she's delusional and insane. Finn tries to assure him, then Hayes runs in. Steffi goes with Hayes into another room. Meanwhile, Liam corners Finn and urges the doctor to never underestimate Luna. Opening scene, Malibu shadows and secrets. The waves crashed outside the Malibu beach house. A picturesque illusion of calm while chaos simmered inside. Luna stood by the half-cracked door of the guest room, her slender fingers trembling as they clutched her phone. The screen remained dark. She couldn't risk recording, but her ears were sharp. Steffi's voice was low, but the urgency in her words sliced through the air like broken glass. "I don't care what it takes," Steffi said firmly to someone on the other end of her call. "Luna needs to be removed from Hayes' life. She's unstable. And if that means exposing the truth about her paternity, so be it." Luna gasped silently, pressing herself further into the shadows. Flashback. The night that changed everything. As Luna listened, fragments of memory flickered in her mind. That one fateful night. The Mince RJ's absence. And now this feeling that Hayes, innocent and small, was becoming a pawn in Steffi's vendetta. Luna's eyes hardened. If Steffi was plotting against her, then she had to stay ahead. She had to spy. She had to know what was being said about her. Cut to Forrester Mansion, the unexpected guest at the Forrester estate. The golden light of morning filtered through the windows, casting halos on old memories. Nick Marone stood in the center of the living room, holding an acoustic guitar. Ridge stared at him warily, arms folded, while Brooke looked on with a half-smile of nostalgia. "I didn't come here to pick a fight, Ridge," Nick said calmly. "I came to bring music back into this place. And maybe a little clarity." He plucked a few chords. A slow, soulful tune emerged, raw and filled with emotion. Brooke's eyes welled up despite herself. "Is this one of yours?" she asked. Gently. Nick nodded. "Wrote it on a boat off Catalina. Thought of you, thought of the way everything unraveled." Ridge scoffed. "Music won't undo the past, Marone." Nick kept strumming. "It's not about undoing, it's about understanding what we've all lost and what we're still fighting for." Brooke was torn. Nick's song stirred memories she thought long buried. His voice was gravelly but honest, and in that moment, she saw the man she'd once loved different from Ridge, earthier, simpler, and maybe more sincere. Scene shift. Luna's secret surveillance back in Malibu. Luna had retreated to her car, her hands shaking as she tried to process what she'd heard. Steffi wasn't just angry, she was orchestrating something dangerous. The conversation had mentioned Finn, and something about a test Eric ran. What test? Determined, Luna opened a search browser and typed, "Forrester Medical Evaluation, June 2025. Nothing. But what about Eric?" Cut to Forrester Creations. Eric interrogated. Meanwhile, inside the sleek, glass-paneled boardroom at Forrester Creations, Eric Forrester faced an unexpected confrontation. Donna sat beside him, holding his hand. Across the table were Finn and Ridge, their faces etched with concern and suspicion. "We just need answers." "Dad," Ridge said gently, though his tone was lined with tension. "We heard about a test. A psychological profile on Luna." Eric frowned. "I never authorized anything of the sort, at least, not officially." Finn leaned forward. "Unofficially, then?" Donna looked alarmed. "Eric, what is he talking about?" Eric sighed and stood, pacing. "A few weeks ago, I asked a private investigator to look into Luna's history. Her connection to the Forresters is unconfirmed. I thought I owed it to all of us to be sure, especially with the way she suddenly inserted herself into RJ's life. And Hayes." Finn's fists clenched. "You had her investigated. Without telling me. That's my son's aunt." "Exactly," Ridge cut in. "And if Luna isn't who she says she is?" Eric shook his head. "I wasn't trying to smear her, I just needed peace of mind." Finn stood. "And did you get it?" Eric's silence spoke volumes. Scene break. Nick's gentle song echoes back at the mansion. Nick continued playing. Brooke had excused herself, overwhelmed, but Ridge stayed. "You think a few chords and a gravelly voice are going to make her fall for you again?" Ridge asked. Nick chuckled. "No, but I think Brooke's tired of the same old games. The triangles, the betrayals. You come with drama, Ridge. I come with truth." Ridge bristled. "Truth? You kidnapped her once, and you left her for Taylor more times than I can count." Nick snapped back. "We've all sinned. Don't pretend you're above it." Just then, Brooke returned. Her face was unreadable. "Nick, that song. What was the title?" Nick smiled faintly. "Ashes and Blossoms. Because from pain comes beauty if you let it." Brooke nodded. Ridge watched her closely, jealousy tightening his jaw. Malibu nightfall. Luna's dangerous plan later that evening. Luna returned to the beach house with new resolve. RJ wasn't home, called away by Ridge for an urgent design meeting, but Steffi was in her room, door closed. Luna tiptoed to the office where Finn sometimes kept his paperwork. She rummaged through drawers, careful to leave no trace. A locked drawer stopped her. Just as she reached for a bobby pin to pick it, the door creaked open. "Looking for something?" came Steffi's voice. Luna froze. Steffi stepped inside, arms folded. "You're really making this easy for me, Luna." Luna stood up slowly. "What are you so afraid of, Steffi?" "That the truth will come out. That Finn might choose his real family over you." Steffi's jaw tightened. "You don't belong here. And soon, you won't be." Luna stepped forward. "Is that a threat?" "It's a promise." Eric's confession, the test results back at Forrester Creations. Eric finally revealed what he'd learned. There was no criminal record, Eric admitted. But the PI found inconsistencies in Luna's early childhood documents. Records that suggest she may not be Poppy's biological daughter. Donna gasped. Finn stood frozen. "That doesn't make sense," he said. "She has to be. She might not be Poppy's." Ridge interrupted. "Then who?" Eric paused. "There's a small chance. She could be connected to the Maroons, through Jackie, or even Nick." Everyone went silent. Cliffhanger scene. Nick gets a callus. Nick returned to his car after leaving Brooks. His phone buzzed. "Unknown number," he answered. "Nick Marone," a female voice whispered. "It's Luna. I need your help. I think you might be my father." The guitar case slipped from his hand and hit the pavement with a hollow thud. Nick demands a DNA test. Brooke wrestles with her feelings after Nick's song. Steffi plots Luna's exile. Finn confronts Eric and begins doubting everything. Luna receives an unexpected warning from someone close to Sheila. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.